Hey there, so I'm going to tell you guys some secrets that SEOs really don't want you to know. And this came about because I had a really awesome conversation with someone yesterday, and it was honestly the textbook of textbook questions. They kept coming at me with the exact same stuff I hear every time I talk about SEO. They say, it's changed, there's all this new stuff, it's so complicated, there's so many big players in the space, it's so saturated. They always say the same shit. um, and I mean, that's what folks like to do, especially when they don't know a lot about SEO. They like to think it's complicated. That's because SEOs have designed it to be like that, or they've at least designed their content explaining SEO to be like that. So today I'm going to break all those myths. I'm going to share with you the secrets that SEOs really don't want you to know. And the first one is, I mean, it's pretty flat out the most basic of basic that they don't want you to know, which is SEO is easy. It's honestly one of the easiest things to do in terms of a marketing channel. I mean, if you know your market, you know what pains they have, and you know what solutions they search for, SEO is simple. And I mean, the king of all kings in marketing, Neil Patel, even says SEO is just a formula. If you understand the formula and you understand some of the basics that go into it and you understand the best practices, you can do SEO. And they're not complicated. They're not complicated best practices. I'm going to tell you about some of those best practices in just a second. But I mean, it's just the formula. So if you understand the formula, you understand how to make it work. Similar to Facebook, if you understand the formula of, good copy, you're talking about and agitating the pains, and you're explaining to them a transformation of a solution, you can make Facebook ads work, and at the same time, you can make SEO work. Number two, not much has changed in SEO. Every SEO loves to talk about, Google updated this, they updated that, they updated this. A lot of those are localized changes. So if you're in the local SEO space, I'm not talking to you at this point. I'm talking specifically about folks who are trying to rank at a national level, so e-commerce stores, infopreneurs, whatever else. But really not much has changed in the SEO space in the last, let's say decade. It's really all about, a few core things. So it's about links, high quality links. Don't use garbage. Obviously, if you're doing hinky stuff, yeah, tons of stuff has changed for you. Every time you do something hinky, Google makes an update and they just start, ban hammering you to hell. But for the most part, if you're doing everything in a high quality and very legit way, not much has changed with respect to links. Content, I mean, you always need content to rank. The better the content, the more someone's going to want to read it. You can't get away with throwing people crap and saying that it's gold. I mean, that's a basic of basics in terms of user experience as well. But, I mean, that's one of the core foundations of SEO. On-page technical optimization. Now, this isn't as complex as it sounds. It's basically your title tags and your meta description. So the title tag is what Google pulls into the result. So, if you're in WordPress, it's basically the headline of whatever the page or article that you're posting is. And your meta description, if you have an SEO plugin for WordPress or, for whatever site you're using, chances are you can set this. This is basically the description that Google pulls and shows in the search results. So it's really just the description of what folks are clicking through to. And a lot of people don't understand that full cycle concept of, if you're searching something on Google, you have to sell someone in that search result to get the click through. Position 1, page 1 doesn't get all the traffic. And there's a lot of cases now, especially where position 2 and 3 can beat out position 1 for traffic in overall volume, because it's just a more persuasive headline, more persuasive meta description. So that's, pillar number 3. Pillar number 4 here is on-page user experience optimization. So no one's going to stick around if your website sucks. That's a pretty basic of basics here. If your site takes a really long time to load, or you have like 60 different pop-ups, or you have ads like crazy, you just got to think about what's someone actually going to want to see when they're searching for an answer to something. If they land on a page where they can't get to that answer, or they have to go through 6 different pop-ups and see like 16 different ads before they get to the bottom of the page and they get their answer, that's a bad user experience. And as a result, you're going to get hit for that. You're not going to rank for that. The only real thing that's changed in like the last decade is mobile. Mobile first is a big push by Google. It's kind of the only biggest update that they've made where they're pushing it really heavily. They've even crafted a platform specifically for it, which is AMP, Accelerated Mobile Pages. Basically just a streamlined version without all the extra code for mobile users. And that's really the only big update in the last decade. And I mean, it's a completely logical one. Chances are you have a mobile phone. Chances are you do a lot of your searches or start a lot of your searches on mobile because it, pops in your head and you're like, yeah, I'm going to search that up. So as a result of that, it's just a matter of you following suit with what you would normally do in your own situation. You want a mobile optimized website. Almost every website these days, or every platform these days, has a version that is responsive and mobile optimized. And if you don't, then you're going to get nicked for it. The amount of mobile traffic specifically that goes to the AMP platform is huge. So the only thing that's changed, take advantage of it. It's just the way the world works these days. Number 3, the secret that SEOs don't want you to know, it's all about who has more patience to stick to the plan. So people love to call audibles, and I see this a lot with advertising. People aren't patient enough with their Facebook ads. They turn stuff off before they have enough significant data to do anything. And it really goes the same way with SEO. There's a plan that you formulate, you follow the formula, and if you follow the formula, you will win if you give it the patience. So if you're patient enough to continue building links, you're patient enough to keep putting in high quality content, you're patient enough to basically take the time to win out against your competitors. Things aren't going to happen overnight. Things aren't going to happen in a matter of a couple days. At least with Google search SEO, with video SEO and things like that, you can start ranking in a matter of minutes. That's totally different. I'm talking specifically about trying to rank on Google or Bing or Yahoo for specific searches. It's really all about who has more patience to stick to that formula and just keep your head down, focusing on the plan. Those 3 secrets are the basis of all SEO. And if you can kind of understand it, it's not hard to understand. You can very easily do all this stuff yourself. So if you want, I'm going to be creating a video in the next couple of days here about how to basically create your own SEO plan from your competitors' data. So effectively how to swipe traffic out from under them, how to beat them at their own game, and basically follow these 3 secrets and the formula of SEO at the most basic level in order to craft your perfect SEO plan and start taking traffic from your competitors, start taking leads from your competitors. If you want a copy of the video, comment yes below. I'm going to create it in a couple days, so I just don't want to create it if nobody wants it. But I'm just going to walk through everything. I'm going to walk through the tools I use, and we're basically going to use Ahrefs, nice and simple, one tool, basically do it all. But we're going to lay out an SEO plan. And if you comment yes below and you let me know your market, and be specific, don't say like financial services, don't say like insurance. That's a massive market. If you let me know your specific market, or even better, just like drop your website URL. I'm gonna pick someone to just do this based off of, and I'll basically build your SEO plan, because I want to show this in a real life situation, and I can always do it on one of my sites, but I think it's better if it's someone else's site. So comment yes below if you want me to send you that video, yeah, happy to do that. Hope this helped. Let me know if you have questions. Comment below. This stuff is honestly easy. SEO is easy. And it's meant to be more complicated than it is. A lot of people like to do that. It's really just about following a formula. So comment below if you have questions. If you're already doing SEO and you're just getting stuck, happy to answer questions.